Now, let's take a look at these visuals from around the globe as people bask in the Christmas spirit. Now, while Christmas is finally here, Merry Christmas. And guess what? We do have a special Christmas segment lined up for you. Over to WION's Rachel Charles for more.
Merry Christmas and welcome to a very special Christmas segment on WION, where we take a look at the one indulgence without which Christmas is incomplete, the Christmas cake. Now, the most common one that comes to mind, of course, is the plum cake, which is available at every level of bakery from small to exquisite. But India has a range of diverse cakes on offer, some very different from the other and with a lot of interesting history behind them. Take a look. An old story goes that in 1883, a British spice planter named Murdoch Brown, who lived in Thalassery, Kerala, requested Bapu Mambali, a local baker and biscuit maker, to bake him a Christmas cake. Since Bapu had no previous experience with cakes, Murdoch gave him a sample of an imported English plum cake and some ingredients. Bapu used locally brewed liquor instead of yeast and a local fermentation of cashew, apple and banana instead of brandy, and thus was born the first Indian Christmas cake. 140 years down the line, the cake continues to travel from the traditional wood-fired oven to the tables of loyalists across Kerala and other cities. Over in Kolkata, a rich fruit cake and a walnut cake do the rounds around this time. Baked by the Saldana family that is behind the only Goan bakery in the city since 1930, the cakes are known for their founder Ubelina Saldana's unique recipes that have been passed down the generations.
Well, our bakery is 93 years old. This is our 93rd year. It was established by my grandmother. She wanted to supply good quality products to Kolkata, and she made sure that she covered every nook and corner of Kolkata at that time. We today are trying to carry forward that heritage. We try to keep our products as pocket friendly as possible so that we can carry on to give Kolkatans a good quality product at an affordable price. Many of our clients who are the fourth generation who are, coming to our bakery.
Delhi-based historian and writer Madhulika Little has compiled much of this along with other facets of Christmas in India in a book titled An Indian Christmas. The baker of an old family Christmas cake recipe herself, she has come across some interesting traditions behind how some of these cakes came to be.
I think a lot of the diversities would be perhaps because of the sort of local ingredients which should be available, and the sort of things that people associate with festive food. If you look at a lot of South India, for the nuts, a lot of cashew nuts would be added. Whereas in North India, cashew nuts are also added, but it's often also stuff like walnuts or almonds. And in some places, for instance in Pondicherry, there is a cake called the Vivikam, the Christmas cake. in which besides the cashew nuts, there's also coconut milk. So I think that is this thing that the local ingredients as well as the local flavors, what you think of as a must in sweets.
Along with the Saldana Bakery in Kolkata, cakes from Nahum's Bakery also double up as a testament to the celebration of diversity. Started by a Jewish migrant from Baghdad in 1902, their rich fruit cake gets its moistness from raisins instead of alcohol and is a staple Kolkata Christmas accompaniment. But the larger celebration here is of diverse cultures coming together, just like the many ingredients.
The most interesting thing I discovered was that the sort of regional variations in the celebration of Christmas, those regional variations tally more with the festivities of the region itself. So if Diwali is celebrated in a particular way in, say, North India, the sort of Christmas goodies we will have or the Christmas decorations we will have are similar to those. So for instance, also like in Maharashtra, you have this thing called faral, which is a sort of spread of snacks, which is given out at Diwali. And it's also given out at Christmas, and you have kolams made on the floor, those decorative patterns with rice flour, which are made at almost every auspicious occasion, whether it is Diwali or Onam or Christmas. So there are these regional ways of celebration which cross boundaries, of religion. So what is festive for a Hindu will also be festive for a Christian.
In Goa, the bath cake is a traditional cake baked around Christmas time and found at quite a few of the old bakeries. It is made using coconut and semolina and stands apart for its milky look when compared to the more popular plum cake. But the last bite has to be of the Allahabadi cake from the Bushi Bakery in Allahabad, now known as Prayagraj in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Made using petha or candied ash gourd, ghee or clarified butter and fennel seeds with a range of winter spices, this cake has followed the recipe given by an Anglo-Indian lady in 1963. The bakery is also one of the few places where customers can still bring their own ingredients and have their cakes baked to their liking.
So there you have it, a range of cakes that are unique to India, yet universal in their appeal. I'm also sure that by now you're edging to get your hands on a slice of cake just like I am. So go ahead and get yourselves a slice of whatever gets your fancy, whether it's soaked in rum or brandy or filled with cashews or walnuts. Have yourselves a wonderful Christmas.